The video you're about to watch is a companion video to the most recent seasonal top 20 ranking that I did with the Double Agent. If you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you check it out before this one, because in this video, all of my Patreon supporters submitted their own reviews of the songs that Ethan and I reviewed in that video, while also submitting scores that we used to rank all 20 of those songs from worst to best based on the consensus of my audience. For a pledge of just $2 to Diamond Axe Studios on Patreon, you can take part in the next fan ranking, and have a 100% guarantee that at least one of your song reviews will get into the video. Again, that is for just $2 per video, and you get a 100% guarantee that at least one of your reviews will be in the video. You can also pledge higher amounts to get access to my Discord server, personalized top patron icons like the ones you see below, and the chance to directly choose what songs I talk about in my videos. Because we talk about copyrighted music on this channel, we are 100% reliant on my Patreon to get paid for the immense amount of time and energy that goes into making these videos. So if you could pledge even $2 per video, literally just a handful of quarters every time I upload, I cannot tell you how much I would appreciate it. And now, without further ado, let's get into the fan ranking.
When you're tasting what he's drinking, are you thinking about me? When you're
I'm only thinking about you because you won't fucking go away!
Wow, never thought Morgan would make a worse song than Wasted on You, but he did. Not only that, but he's also become one of those rare artists that made my least favorite hit song of the year 2 years in a row. Shit, can this band sink any lower?
Morgan Wallen is the Kyle Larson of country music. If you put their career trajectories together, they are frighteningly close, and that's regardless of if you include the times they got bought for saying the gamer word.
You don't have to listen to Morgan Wallen's 36-song album when the song is basically every single song on that album rolled up into one. Unoriginal, boring, unrisky, and overwhelmingly mid. I guess we can officially call Morgan Wallen the Drake of country music.
Who told this man his Larry the Cable Guy accent sounded good over a trap beat?
This is the worst of Drake's concern trolling put through a yeehaw filter. It is a burning dumpster fire of manure.
Vile.
It's so sad Steve Jobs died of ligament.
Feels even smarmier than usual.
You can tell this was supposed to be a, quote, crossover single.
I have this theory that if you call a song Thinking About You, it'll automatically become really good. Like Ariana Grande, Frank Ocean, and Dua Lipa. Turns out it doesn't apply when you flip it around.
Morgan Wallen sounds like the bad YouTube trap remix of his own songs.
I will never listen to a Morgan Wallen song of my own free will.
Wallen sung Last Night with more intensity than this song about being a toxic POS, so he got this ugly trap beat to do all the work for him. He's just lost it.
If you're thinking about Morgan Wallen when you're masturbating, then even God won't help you.
last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember.
I think this is actually a little bit higher than it was last time. I think people are like softening on this one a bit, but...
Two people gave it a 5. I want to talk to those people. Ugh.
Why are you still here?
Boring.
All reporting, those aggressive nothing burgers spotted on the Billboard Hot 100, identified as Last Night by Morgan Wallen. He is squatting on the #1 spot for far too long. Shoot to kill, I
Y'all never
repeat,
gonna
shoot to
take me
kill,
alive.
over.
Automatic 0 for being Morgan Wallen.
No, my dislike for the song doesn't even have anything to do with Wallen's controversies. I just cannot stand his brand of pop country, and I want him to go away.
Go away, Morgan Wallen.
I am ashamed, embarrassed, and faulted at saying that this is one of the best hits of the year. In a year so important to my personal life, this song just spawning in everywhere I go honestly has provided a little comfort, which is absurd but true.
Last night I James Bond burgered your sister.
Why must this be one of the better songs here?
I'm not listening to this again, and you can't make
We
me.
need to hold an exorcism to get rid of
This
this.
guitar riff makes for a great torture device.
My British ears, the only difference between Morgan Wallen and Sam Hunt is level of sexiness.
Last night, she said, we let the liquor talk.
I think Last Night's longevity at #1 is less a testament to its popularity and more a testament to the fact that there wasn't much to care about in the music world before conservatives realized they could game the charts.
Fuck Morgan Wallen.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Okay,
This
no, hold
one-
the fuck up. You guys gotta stop giving 2s to every goddamn song. How does this have a mountain of 2s? It's fucking Richmond north of... It's the Fudge Round song. And it's got more 2s than 1s and 0s combined.
I guess people are just like giving him the benefit of the doubt, like
Don't
they're
do that.
just
There's no need to
just
do that.
ignoring that one line.
Can't wait for the follow-up single, Poor Women South of Wisconsin.
Is this guy a racist, a conservative, a liberal, a jackass, enlightened? I don't know any of those answers, honestly. What I do know is this guy, though, is an absolute moron.
Ugh. If he ended after the first verse, it'd be higher.
So this might actually be on the year end at the rate it's falling. I mean, we do need a song like this to come from somewhere, but really needed some time to bake in the oven and more professional cleanup. Now, in terms of wake-up songs for the US this year, I'll stick with Miss Dolly's Thank You. His beard looks spray-painted. That is all.
I mean, for comparison to somewhat political songs, I'll take it over and then there's just, like, fuzz.
If you remove the controversy and discourse and Fudge Round's line, this is totally adequate. It's very amateurish in its composition and performance. I think in a year or so, Anthony could be a pretty good performer, but since the far right have decided to platform him as he is, I sadly can't see that happening.
The sound of a man who almost understands the problem, but has not read theory and has zero class solidarity.
He represents the Appalachian well, and that people are voting GOP even though they're the reason why they're in the red.
Don't overthink this one. The title is a decent turn of phrase, but there's barely any meat on the bones here of how unfocused the lyrics are. Also, the guy sings exactly how I would if I was making fun of him.
Now that the discourse has died down, yeah, the song is fucking terrible. If we didn't have the literal second worst #1 of the entire decade, this would easily be the worst song of this entire year, and wow, that is saying something. I hate everything about this song. The sound, the lyrics, the singer, and what it represents. If we get more songs like these gaming the system to get to #1, I will go insane.
This is a good and heartfelt song that is performed well. However, because of the raw nature of the song, some of the lyrics are a bit rough and muddle the message, such as the Fudge Rounds part.
The main reason most people hate this is the clunky, misguided, and at times distasteful lyrics, and I agree that they suck, but y'all are letting this goddamn vocal performance off far too easy.
I feel like my dad wrote this.
The lyrics are shit, the meter is atrocious, but I barely even noticed, because good Christ is this man's voice the worst fucking thing I could ever remember hearing that wasn't 4 drinks in at karaoke.
Oliver Anthony music makes the people come together, yeah.
Cause Richmond, north of Richmond, north of Richmond, north of Richmond, north of
I have heard way too many audio tree performances to be impressed with one dude on a steel guitar.
This has got to be the least fun song to talk about in a year filled to the brim with unfun songs to talk about. This guy gives me the vibe of someone who can't fathom that he is not the most intelligent person in the room, yet he looks and sounds like Ed Sheeran fused with Morgan Wallen.
Little Debbie should sue.
Do I believe Oliver Anthony is a far-right nutjob or grifter? No. Do I believe he's an ignorant moron who doesn't know he's occasionally spouting far-right talking points? Yes.
This song would have been a lot better if he just stuck to singing about the rich.
Writing a protest song about how the working man is getting screwed over by rich people while devoting a significant amount of time to attacking fellow poor people is something so paradoxical that I don't think I'll ever be able to wrap my head around. North of Richmond, north of Richmond, north of Richmond.
Let them eat fudge rounds.
Now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see how you
yeah.
get a 2 out of 5 from 3 out of 5 production and a 1 out of 5 melody.
Sure. Why not? This graph is not obviously incorrect.
It's very funny how similar this graph is to the Barbie World graph. I'll give it that.
And the bongos graph.
It's good. I just wish Bailey Zimmerman put more soul into it. The instrumental had a lot of potential, but I think Bailey's voice is a bit too soft for this kind of thing. He's a good singer, but I don't think his performance quite sells it here.
For the life of me, I couldn't pay attention to this song much. It sounds nice, which is why I put it in decent, but if there's objectionable content in the lyrics, I missed it. Sorry.
Say religiously again, motherfucker, I dare you.
Bailey, stop. Please. Title your album something different if this is what you're gonna do with your title track.
Bailey, please don't try to hashtag sing. This isn't a trend that needs to be redone.
If your woman believed in you religiously, you're either a cult leader or she was genuinely insane. Either way, not a good look.
Hashtag blessed.
I sure am worried for Bailey Zimmerman, religiously. I sure hope he starts making better music, religiously. I wish he'd be more than a Morgan Wallen ripoff, religiously. Please stop saying religiously, religiously.
You were the only woman who believed in me.
Tonight.
Maybe it's because I'm extremely agnostic that I found myself utterly confused when he says she believed in him religiously, but there has got to be other easier ways to express how special she was, right?
That Bailey sure does Zimmer, man.
All the rock fans in America seemingly went to country music. It's like one fiddle removed from being a Nickelback song. A good Nickelback song, mind you.
Bailey Zimmerman is the Lil Durk of country.
I had a legitimate jump scare when Zimmerman sings Cold Bright Light in a pop-punk accent.
I always misread the title as religiosity. That's the only thing of note I can say about this song.
Perfect example of the difference between bad vocals and bad vocal delivery. There's potential in his stylistic choices, but my god, he cannot carry a melody to save his life. The enunciation and consonant placements and usage of emphasis are killing me.
It's fine enough. Bailey Zimmerman has done significantly better, though.
Between this song and Fall in Love, maybe I just don't like singles where Bailey Zimmerman gets dumped.
I legit was so bored listening to this that I started playing cool math games to numb the boredom. Run 2 out, Soldier Faves.
I only talk to God when I need a favor. And
I'm genuinely curious how many of these people who gave this song a 2 just looked at the name Jelly Roll, went nope, and just noped out of this.
I was tempted to do that.
Yeah. But then you ended up liking it, so, I mean...
Yeah. God works in mysterious ways. Too bad I only talk to him when I need a favor.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Ethan.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I love this one, and I'm glad it's a hit. The southern rock sound is so damn good when done like this. Love it.
Sean, if there's one thing you need to include in this video, one thing, it's this. When he was a rapper, Jelly Roll made multiple projects with a guy who went by the name Lil White. Lil White passed on writing It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp, the 3-6 Mafia song that won Best Original Song at the Oscars, because he, quote, could not relate to the lyrics of having more than one woman. That might be the funniest thing I've ever read. Anyway, the song is mid. It sounds like something Bon Jovi would make 20 years past their prime.
Aside from the beginning of the chorus sounding like the beginning of Rockstar, I've really never gotten Nickelback comparisons for this one. Jelly Roll's doing a good job on this song.
Well, I only talk to Todd when I need a favor, but Todd, I need a favor. I need a favor.
So we're making Nickelback music in the 2020s, huh? That's lame.
This is a great song that anyone can relate to, regardless if one is religious.
Favorite song here, and it's fucking Jelly Roll. I know you didn't finish the comment, but I know what you were probably going to say.
The song made me immediately want to grab my guitar because I just had to learn how to play it right then. That's when you know you've got a great song on your hands.
I love the end of the video where the guy is almost certainly thinking, oh, thank God it's some other poor child dying and not mine.
The lyrics to this are like if One More Night by Maroon 5 was about God instead of sex, and no, I will not elaborate.
No need to elaborate, I get it immediately. When I listen to Imagine Dragons, I hear a car advert. When I listen to this song, I imagine the opening to a TV show about gold mining that my dad would watch. I want to see the universe where Big Smo is the big rapper country star. That would kick ours.
Sorry, Jelinor, but throwing up prayers like Hail Marys is nothing compared to the beauty of Drop Kick Me Jesus through the goalposts of life.
Jelinor.
Jelen, God fucking damn.
Bringing a gospel choir into your song should either give it an extra gear to go into, or at the very least be camp. This is neither.
I actually like Human by Rag & Bone Man despite all the ick around it. This sounds like what I imagine everyone else hears in that song when they hear it. It has potential, but this song is so overblown that I just can't like it enough.
The first modern-day Creed song. At least it's not a Nickelback comparison.
It sounds like a butt rock song Daughtry would reject for being too lame.
At least it's not a Nickelback comparison. Okay, I guess Son of a Sinner was a fluke, because I haven't been a fan of any of Jelly Roll's other songs, and Need a Favor is easily the worst of them.
Yeah, I need a favor. Shut up.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb.
Now this is interesting. Fuck you mean like high loaded on the twos, but like actually pretty decently spread. Like this is It's like this is a weird graph.
It's weird that there's as many 4s as there are 3s, but also the mode is I did not expect a mode of 2. That is news to me. I thought people liked this a little more.
I feel like people do like it, but also a lot of people just have a negative knee-jerk reaction to the word Gunna, which I mean is not it's not understandable.
Above average for a Gunna song.
Gunna's best hit ever. This is the perfect mumble rap song.
Gunna.
It's a Gunna song, so it exists.
Catchy, but incomplete.
As someone who was initially team speed rap but gradually stopped listening passively, I thought I was over the hate for so-called mumble rap. The most interesting thing about this song is Gunna's legal situation, and removed from that, this sounds like the shit that would be bashed back in 2017 and 18. That was 5 years ago now, don't fucking remind me.
This Gunna song sure does exist, doesn't it?
Generally, this and most of Gunna's music just leaves me with confused ambivalence. Not the worst thing, but I still don't have anything real good to say.
Trap is the post-grunge of rap, and Gunna is its Nickelback.
Hilarious how in the summer desolate of rap hits, only the artists whose music commanded your attention could stick. Nicki Minaj, Doja, Central C, everyone else struggled. Then somehow Gunna defied all logic by getting people amused by a simple "yeah" and "fuck you mean" on a song that has literally nothing else going for it. I'm genuinely impressed.
I have no strong feelings about this one way or the other.
The guy who had to feature use the term "lesbian" decided he didn't want to be out-moroned on his own discography, so he wrote the line "shitting on all of you turds."
I just need to point out that the clean version of the song is called You Mean, which is an objectively much funnier title.
Finally, a hit song that samples Travis Scott falling in auto-tune.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend.
Oh, Ethan, what do you think of this one?
What is it? Why is this exactly the same as the rating for Bongos? What the fuck?
I don't know. I guess this song and Bongos gave people an equal amount of thoughts running through their head when they heard them. I mean,
well, I do pretty much hate them equally, but
I'm happy for you, Ethan.
Barbie Girl as a drill song works a little better than I expected. Low bar, but still exceeded
For
expectations.
years, I've said that Nicki Minaj needs to sample Barbie Girl for a song, and lo and behold, the Barbie movie dropped a golden opportunity into our laps. Shame the song is hella mid, although I feel any outcome of Nicki Minaj sampling Barbie Girl would be hella mid.
The 3 Pokemon types: ice, water, and salt.
I'm a Barbie girl, destroyer of Barbie world.
It's another example of lazy sampling. It was inevitable that Barbie Girl would be sampled, especially when promoting the Barbie movie. But I wish they did something interesting with it.
Really sucks, but even more by principle alone. It's exactly what you would guess a song with this concept to sound like, with the sample just being reduced to background fodder instead of feeling actually part of the song.
No.
Charts in the rest of the world, gets love letters to 90s dance music. The Hot 100 gets songs that lazily sample 90s dance music. See anything wrong with this?
Aqua
I
better.
wonder if when the gangsters of London were pioneering the UK drill sound, they imagined that their genre focused on real-life gang activity, drug dealing, and murders would soundtrack the Barbie movie.
Incomplete. You only each turned in half a verse. See me after class.
I'm a Nicki girl in an Ice Spice world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. Wait, cut the tape, Sean. Cut the tape right now. This did not happen.
I'm convinced Nicki only collabs with Ice Spice so that her rap skills seem amazing in comparison.
Full of lines that sound like they were written by tweens. It girls and we ain't playing tag should be illegal to say out loud.
Gotta give credit where credit is due. Nicki and Spice were able to take one of the most painfully annoying pop songs of all time and turn it into a generic drill song. Usually that's considered an insult, but I actually mean it as a compliment because I, fucking loathe Barbie Girl.
Energetic masterpiece. I love you, Ice Spice. I can't believe you made New York famous.
Bart B.
All my life. They be trying to keep me down.
More like Midlife by Lil Durk featuring J. Cole. Oh! Ethan might be the only one who feels this way, but I think the children choir really worked with the message of the song. It gives the track a more uplifting and inspiring feel for all the hood kids to just keep on trucking and not let any crooked assholes bring them down.
J. Cole's verse was one of the best of the year. The rest of the song is mid.
This would be a near 5 out of 5, but I hate children's choirs, I hate children's choirs, I hate children's choirs.
Surprised there wasn't a Ryan Tedder feature for this one.
They made the children's choir not cringe, so the song slaps.
Literally forgot this song existed.
The song with Lil Durk is the main credit peaking in the top 5? About fucking time. I wonder who we got to produce that. Oh, god damn it!
Lil Durk is the Bailey Zimmerman of hip-hop.
This is the song equivalent of hearing 2 celebrities you don't care about going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's nice of them, I guess.
No.
Pretty good song that leaves the listener with a lot to think about.
I'd rather listen to Casey and JoJo.
Are we really keeping Dr. Luke around just so we can bring back early 2010s pop rap ballads?
I need you, the video viewer, to know that Sean put the song as My Life on the Google Doc, which is a significantly better J. Cole song that you should go check out instead of this
J.
one.
Cole being angry about people profiting off dead rappers for clout when they didn't care about them when they were alive is one of the most unique yet resonant insights in the song this year. I respect him for that.
Well, they did it. They managed to make a children's choir sound sad drunk. Actually, wait, what the fuck did they do to those kids?
Beat it up. Beat it up. Beat it up.
Oh boy, bongos. Okay.
I am shocked to see that the two extremes, 5 and 0, have almost no attention. I expected a lot more zeros and a lot more 5s.
I expected this to look like a fucking Egyptian valley. This is not what I was expecting here. I imagine a lot of people just literally had no idea what to make of this, so they just defaulted to the mid-range.
How can you listen to bonk, 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 and
Bonk, bonk,
say, you know
bonk,
what,
bonk,
this is a 6
bonk,
out of 10.
bonk.
Is bongos better than WAP? Probably not. Do I fucking care? No.
I think you do actually care, Ethan.
Oh, I care. Rowan
You
doesn't, but I
actually
do.
care quite a bit.
Rowan might not, but I do.
Congratulations, you sent WAP to Brazil. Also, why does this sound like something Plastique Tiara would have made?
Megan Thee Stallion finally referenced My Little Pony. I can die happy.
It's made zero noise. This is the anti-WAP.
Guys, what if we made WAP but bad this time?
This was just diet WAP. Actually, a diet tasting WAP would be disgusting. What the fuck?
They made WAP Light more fun than the original. Twasn't expecting that.
Were you?
Twasn't.
Were you really? Mom, could we have WAP? No, son, we have WAP at home.
Bonk, 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 go, 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 two, horny, 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 jail, 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 jail.
Fortunately, it appears WAP core will not be a thing.
I didn't know the B in Cardi B stands for Brazilian funk, but hell yeah.
Sorry, but there's some whores in this house over and over is a way better than just bong, 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 bong.
I understand the impulse to compare this to WAP, but I find the two so different that I can't really compare them. Congratulations, you are the only person.
Needle needle in a haystack-ass motherfucker on this thing.
I appreciate you, FunFun21.
I'm too lazy to hate this.
Unrelease this shit!
Huh. So this is why people hated WAP.
Bong in this house, there's some bong in this house, there's some bong.
Listen, I might like this more than WAP. My main issue with WAP was its beat, which I found to be annoying, dull, and lifeless, but the song has a pretty good beat. It adds to the song instead of taking away from it. The lyrics aren't as memorable, sure, but they're still funny and interesting as always. I hope it sticks around.
Cardi, just drop the album already. Jesus, please.
Eventually, Cardi and Megan will put nicknames to every body part they have. We have WAP, we have bongos. Can't wait to see what they call their shins.
I know it used to be crazy. I know it used to be fun.
Used to be young. Oh, come on. Why is this 3? This is a 4. I like this. Come on.
This is 0. I just want to talk.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk.
Something about this just sounds off. I feel like it should hit a lot harder when the second chorus hits, but it just doesn't for some reason. Miley's vocals are mixed kind of weird on here. One minute they fit in with the instrumental, the next they're way too clear and loud. Outside of that, the song is fine, but I'm not completely sold on it.
The song is supposed to be sad, but I just find it annoying. Like the way Miley sings on the bridge. Did not like that. You know, given how I watched Hannah Montana as a kid and thought the music she put out through Disney was decent, might as well call this song Used to Be Better if you want to be honest.
I have heard this song compared to Lonely. You're right and I hate you. You should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you?
Wow, I guess she really did used to be young. It's a lovely I fucked up in my life song.
I really like the double meaning behind what she claims here, both on par with a failing romance and her public image. She has been the hyper-maniacal pop icon for so long, but I now do believe that she is the mature adult she is.
This genuine, heartfelt, and emotional reflection of one of the most eclectic and interesting pop stars of our time would probably hit a lot harder if it didn't sound like The Climb, which might be intentional but still takes away from the song regardless.
I swear to God, Miley was an interesting pop star at one point.
It's like if The Climb was good and about nothing to do with the original The Climb, and actually this metaphor doesn't make any sense
This
anymore.
is the first time I heard a Miley Cyrus song and thought, this would be so good if someone else was singing.
Me. Girl, you are 6 months younger than me. What do you mean used to be young? Also me. Crying because I'm 31 and I've changed so much, and that's probably the point of the song.
I really like several Miley Cyrus songs, but her voice just doesn't seem to match this type of music.
Something about this coming at this point in Miley's career is hitting really well.
Did Miley Cyrus seriously just lose to Justin Bieber in the attempting to be retrospective of their earlier career in the most boring way ballad competition? Wait, but if she lost to Justin Bieber in the most boring competition, then
I think this year made me realize I don't really care about Miley Cyrus a lot.
We deserve Miley Cyrus, as much as we try to pretend we don't.
I really didn't have Miley Makes a Song That Makes Me Feel on my 2023 bingo card, but I cried when this song came out. This actually made me feel a lot because I have some regrets myself this year. We all used to be young, but there's a bright future for all of us we might be able to find. Anyway, this is Song of the Year for me. Sorry, Luke Combs.
Oh my gosh, she's just like me, for real, for real. I also used to be young.
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head.
Got a nice pyramid structure. No one hates it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Not
just
a lot
like,
of people love it.
Really? This is her first solo #1? Why not Streets or Vegas or something? She's got so many better songs. I have no idea why the public latched onto this one so much.
Attention outsold. Man.
This is a good song, yes, but Doja was hyping this album as a departure from her usual sound, and I do not hear that.
Is this Doja Cat's best performance? No. Is she still an entertaining rapper with plenty of fun bars, though? Yes.
It's weird that Doja made all her thumbnails red when she promoted this song, and then when she made the thumbnails normal again, she kept the thumbnail of Moo red.
A woman got some good dick. This is what happened to her kidneys. DC is a 27-year-old woman presenting to the emergency room. Famous.
Feels like the She's So Crazy I Love Her meme with the lady who has a bag of frozen peas on her head.
I mean, sure, she's obviously trying way too hard with the demon theming and it's not working at all. But when we get one of the catchiest hooks of all time out of it, who cares?
You know, I've been fed up with about everything about Doja Cat now, but I can't deny that is one good hook.
Thanks to my husband, I can't listen to the song without imagining it being sung by the Hamburglar, which makes it better. Robble robble. I need to hear that story.
You sound like you have a very enviable home life, and I'm happy for you. Sean, could you please edit this song over gameplay of the Paint to Town Red game? I want to see what happens. No, I can't do that because I'm not editing that video, but I'll make Ethan do it.
What if I don't want to do it?
She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle.
Kind of plotting, a bit samey, some clever lines. Never been a cat guy, always been a dog guy.
The more I listen to this, the more it loses its flavor. It's like the audio equivalent of fruit stripe gum. God damn.
Absolute grower, whose own success improves its quality with time.
This plague of bad and lazy sampling, Doja is showing everyone how it's done.
Knocked a point for that weird, ominous sound in the back of the mix in the chorus. Song's so chill until that part.
I feel like we got so starved for anything non-country, we let a second-rate Doja song become huge just because we forgot what an amazing Doja song should be.
Doja talking about how she'd rather be famous instead after having multiple meltdowns is kind of funny. But it's not funny enough to elevate this bland, narcissistic, super nothing of a song where the bitch I'm a cow woman calls herself a demon lord.
I mean, where's the lie? I like this song, but please point out where the lie is. Was it harsh what Doja Cat said about her unhinged fans? Yeah, maybe a little. Is she completely justified? Yeah, maybe a little.
Not even the best usage of Walk On By within a year of its release. Jordan Peele, you will always be famous.
Can't really explain this one. Something about the way it sounds just doesn't work for me.
This song going to #1 is proof that Twitter discourse doesn't actually matter.
Doja tried so hard to kill her career and failed miserably by making one of the best hooks of the decade. An average 2023 story here.
This Doja era is so messy, but it's just so slay.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown.
Probably mostly because of the overplay, I imagine, because God, this song has been overplayed into the dirt.
I like that there's no zeros. That makes me happy.
So do I.
There might be a couple ones, but there are no zeros. I will not calm down!
Okay, this was the part of the summer and a joy to hear and jog along to, but this can leave now. It's getting really tired hearing this every single day.
Didn't get tired of it after Overplay, but never loved it.
Thank you, Selena, for making the biggest Afrobeats hit in America so far. I always believed that you could make amazing music when you played your strengths, and that's what you did here, and what do you know? Majority of people love this song.
An Afrobeat song, being the biggest radio staple of the year, is certainly not something I was expecting, but something I'm definitely welcoming.
Don't get the hype for this one.
Snooze. No, that's a different song.
This one shrunk on me hard. The way he says low, 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 whoa, whoa gets really annoying, going really, really, really quick when this song's played more than a few tie-I-ams in short succession on the radio.
So remember when Afrobeat was going to take over the Hot 100? Me neither.
This song, It Ain't Me and Wolves Tell Me Anything, it's that Selena Gomez works better as a feature credit than anything else.
That's the first positive thing I've seen anyone say about Wolves in a long time. The instrumentation is peaceful. It sounds like a morning near a misty lake.
I told my Nigerian friend I liked this song. He listed off like 20 other Afrobeat artists I should listen to instead, and I kind of agree with him now after checking them out. Great starter song, but the rabbit hole goes so much deeper. The Despacito of Afrobeat.
Baby, calm down.
No, baby, calm down. No, baby, calm down.
What the hell was wrong with me last spring? Oh, it pays the Selena Gomez tax. You want to be different so bad, go take a shower.
Alright, but while this song has grown on me a lot recently, the stuttering chorus still makes me irrationally angry.
Selena Gomez being on this song is like putting mayonnaise on burrata tacos. Man, now I'm hungry for burrata tacos. Yep, I'm calm. You can stop calming me down now. I'm going comatose. Oh, there I go. Off into the great beyond.
Hate to give the satisfaction asking how you're doing now. How's the castle built of people you pretend to care about?
Alright, Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. It looks like, 4 is the most common score, but, actually a decent number of 3s. Some people on there don't like it all too much, like a decent sizable minority.
I do notice there are more 3s than 5s. So she was trying to make a very impactful song with like a big blowout, and it did.
Yeah,
it didn't
just
really
trying
work
to be
that
like
well for most of you.
Yeah, she was trying for like driver's license again, but that just did not hit nearly as big. Damn, Mother was right. Driver's license at Hope is actually pretty good.
It's solid. Sounds different than a lot of other current pop. Very melodramatic.
The song shows a good deal of growth coming after Sour. It's also the best use of the creep chord progression I've heard in a while.
What even is a fame fucker?
Sure, it sounds like Driver's License 2.0, but given how good that song is, I'm willing to let it slide.
This sounds like a song that'll soundtrack a CW show. That is a positive.
Oh, I missed my dosage of Olivia Rodrigo melodrama. A much needed thing for this year.
This song mid as shit. Review subject to change.
Well, I am definitely in Olivia's demographic. I have never really liked her music. I only like Good For You because I had an emo phase in middle school.
A very good comeback single from one of the best artists of the 2020s to do it.
I like this song, but it feels like it wants to explode into theatric transcendence at the final chorus, but the production just is not giving it the bombast it needs.
For me, the songs from Guts have been quite a letdown when compared to Sour, and this is one of the prime examples. The song is too bloated for its own good, the production feels at odds with itself, the build-up feels forced, and the lyrics take itself too seriously and loses whatever meaning or power it should have had. Basically, Olivia's theater kid energy went from a strength to a weakness.
Man, this song sucks! The radio keeps cursing me, with Olivia screaming about her predatory ex, with this bloody, limp instrumental that has no bite to it. It pales in comparison to the rest of Guts. It's just horrible to listen to. Also, the lyrics are full of batshit lazy puns.
The use of fame fucker is good. Bite me. Pun
I
intended.
understand that some of the metaphors are a bit clunky, but she's so good at this.
Honestly, this got old pretty quickly. Second verse is incredible. I wish the rest of the song cut like it.
Even when Taylor Swift was at her most boys, boys, boys phase, she at least mixed it up with some This Boy Makes Me Happy songs. Even after this album has come out, I still don't know what makes Olivia Rodrigo happy.
You're a bloodsucker, fame fucker, vampire, don't you mess around with me, you're a
Fame fucker is an amazing line and you all need to calm down.
cocksucker, your mother.
Stuttering Bridge reminds me a lot of the Time Dirty Bit by the Black Eyed Peas. So nostalgic.
At first I expected Guts to be a look at me, I'm an adult now and I can say swear words, aren't you shocked kind of album. And knowing that the lead single was called Vampire didn't really change my expectations. But I'm glad this track ended up the way it did. It's very maturely written and it sounds phenomenal. I love the way the drums come in. It adds so much suspense and drama to the whole thing. Not to mention Olivia's vocal performance, which is a career highlight of hers if you ask me. I'm glad this is as big as it is.
Went for me and not her, because girls your age know better. I mean, he's a vampire, he must really like being hit with such bloody attacks. It's not so much Driver's License 2.0 as it is Driver's License 0.75, but Driver's License rules, so that's not a huge mark against it.
This song was good at first, but then it started souring on me over time. Get it?
But crash!
I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment?
Pretty much what I was expecting. Everyone thinks this is.
Extremely 4. I think this is the most 4 out of any of the other songs audience ranked here. This is probably the most 4.
Lovely song from my favorite artist of the 2020s so far.
This song makes me want to snooze. Get it?
Good, because duh, but it lives up to the name otherwise.
Beautiful song from a beautiful artist.
SOS is going to be one of the most defining albums of the decade, both in critical and popular appeal, and this is a great example of its appeal and just how right it feels.
Boy, this is a song, sure.
This is that smooth music. Certainly works better in the bedroom than my drum and bass playlist. What the fuck are you doing in your free time?
Having fun. Don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't
Yo,
think it.
Benny, can I join?
Chill vibes.
Get you a man who will eat fries and catch up off the arch of your back. Hashtag relationship goals.
Has SZA ever made a bad song? No. You know, I wanted to call this decent. It was growing on me. But then that annoying bridge hits and I have to knock it down. Also, the acoustic version with Justin Bieber is just the what?
Run with you, I feel like Scarface. Like the white bitch with the vibe, you be my main one.
Baby, you can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes.
Wow, I am literally completely alone on this one. Goddamn.
Levitating 2 Electric Boogaloo. Emphasis on electric. It's like,
Levitating,
it's...
Levitating 2 out of 5.
Yeah, oh, fucking goddamn it, Ethan. I love Levitating.
This is the most painfully average Dua Lipa song possible, and it's still a 4 out of 5. That goes to show how good Dua's been doing
This
recently.
is probably the best production I've ever seen in a song in the last 3 years.
It's just Levitating again. Like, literally, there's nothing this song does that Levitating doesn't already do better. Why bother listening to this when you could just listen to Levitating
This
instead?
makes me feel like I'm trapped in a time loop of the year 2020, which is quite possibly the worst year to be trapped in a time loop of.
Guess we're back to remembering.
This Barbie ranks songs. Also, this is a bop.
Didn't watch Barbie, and that's A-okay.
Placing this in the Barbie movie was one of the best decisions the filmmakers did, since it suits the vibe of that film extremely well. Without it, I don't know if this song would have a cultural footprint.
Of all the Dua Lipa new disco tracks, this is certainly one of them.
Dua Lipa phones in a bootleg future nostalgia track for easy soundtrack exposure and still makes a perfect dance track. This woman is practicing witchcraft.
Just like I want Olivia to get a second topic, I want Dua to get a second sound.
I have a new rule for you. Take a short break. Please. This is good, but I can feel myself getting burned out on you as a whole fast.
The most 7 out of 10 pop song of the year.
Mark Ronson managed to find a way to make the leftover sawdust from the sound of future nostalgia and somehow make it still fresh. This man is a mad scientist.
Blargsy.
It's so funny that when this released, people complained it sounded just like a Dua Lipa B-side, only for us to all discover this was composed before she was even involved with the song. She just fits it that naturally.
It's alright. It does feel very copy-paste from future nostalgia singles, though.
This song has zero original bones in its body, and every second of it is incredible.
You got a fast car, and I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal.
This is, exactly what I expected to see.
Very Fast Car by Luke Combs via Fast Car by Luke Combs. It's like...
Not as good as the original, but I do find it funny that it calls himself a checkout girl.
I like Luke Combs' The Checkout Girl well enough, and this cover is nice, but I have pretty much no reason to listen to this version over the original.
I'm not gonna lie, the original Fast Car never did anything for me. Something about Tracy's voice just felt off and didn't hit me in the right way. It's not bad by any means, but it's not something I've returned to all that often. This version, on the other hand, now this is something I can get behind. Trans rights, everyone!
Put Your Records On by Rit Momney was the worst case scenario scenario of white guy makes an unnecessary cover of a song by a black woman and outcharts the original, then this is the best case scenario. That is the most backhanded compliment that I've ever heard.
It's better than Rit Momney. I wonder what model of car Luke's singing about here. This version feels less like a mid-sized sedan and more like a Jeep.
This sure is a cover of Fast Car performed by Luke Combs.
This cover is about as distinct from the original as Peach and Daisy are in Smash. That being said, the original is still Fast Car.
We've had so many awful songs over the past few years which took old songs, gave them the, okay, you can copy, just changed up a little bit treatment, and tried to pass it off as their own original creation. Meanwhile, Luke Combs just goes, you know what? This old song is amazing and I want to sing it. It's so much more genuine and thoughtful, and it also helps the cover is perfectly solid.
But like, why though?
Positive Dead Dove. I don't know what else I expected, but it's good. I like
I'm
that.
using that. Can we steal that?
Yeah, honestly, I'm incorporating that into my daily lingo. Positive Dead Dove. Thank you, FunFawn21.
Great song. Good cover. Changed only the tiniest things, but every change is a negative.
A drunk parrot could cover Fast Car and it would still be good because it's Fast Car. Luke Combs is a good performer, but there isn't really a reason to listen to this over the original.
Luke Combs doesn't do much with this cover since Fast Car already has enough tinges of country to not require much change. And I think that speaks to the timelessness and the universality of the song. Anyone from anywhere can listen to this song and feel heard from pop, country, R&B, and even EDM. I mean, at this point, you're contractually obligated to cover Fast Car sometime after you become a famous artist.
Am I imagining things, or does this cover just forget that dynamics exist? Well, like, it genuinely feels like all the instruments are playing throughout the song and nothing's being added or taken away, making for a pretty basic cover. Still beats the hell out of the god-awful EDM version years back.
Luke Combs' cover of Vroom Vroom by Charlie XCX
I think this cover has been unfairly criticized for months now. Is it better than Tracy Chapman's version? Hell no. But I don't think that was what Luke Combs was trying to do. He just wanted to pay tribute to one of his favorite songs growing up. The fact that he didn't change much about this cover is a testament to his respect for the source material. He could have done a piss take like other covers that won't be mentioned here, but he didn't.
This is literally 1988.
Haven't heard from you in a couple of months, but I'm out right now and I'm all fucked up and you're calling my phone, you're all alone.
So that's where all the fives went. I was wondering where all those vampire fives went. They're here. Sassy Olivia is my favorite Olivia. Also, hashtag justice for brutal.
More like bad song, right? Gets chopped in half by a rogue frisbee. The frisbee is covered in fingernails. Don't think about it.
Oh, I love that Sherlock episode. It's crazy how I never really loved anything Olivia did to this point. Even Vampire was just okay. Then all of a sudden, this is the most fun I've had with a song all year, and there's more where that came from on the album. Like, seriously, this song could probably fill up a top 10 list of the best 2 seconds of pop music this year alone.
I'm actually confused by how mediocre I think this song is. It's very clearly rolling with a Waitress-style disaffected tone. It's also reminiscent of Brutal in its composition, but nothing about this is working for me. I wonder if this is just a shtick worn out for me by now. Guts really did just feel like sour again, and this was my biggest fear with it coming in, so it's disheartening to see that fear fulfilled.
Listening to this song sure wasn't a bad idea. It was a great one, actually.
I am objectively not a teenage girl IRL, but I'm absolutely a teenage girl at heart.
Trans writes, after so many annoying and overly dramatic versions of "we broke up because we absolutely do not work as a couple, but we still crave for each other's genitals," it's great to finally get a kick-ass parody of it in the top 10.
Take the pre-chorus and replace "Seeing You Tonight" with "Eating a whole bag of hot and spicy chips before bed," and you've got the realest pre-chorus ever conceived by man. Olivia is the voice of a generation.
Eating a whole bag of hot spice just before bed? It's a bad idea, right?
Bad idea, right?
Eating a whole bag of spice just before bed? It's a bad idea,
It's
right?
a bad idea, right? Eating a whole bag of hot spicy just before bed.
Fuck it, it's fine.
It's fine. God damn it.
Yes, I know that they're too hot and I'm going to get nightmares, but I really want to eat the chips. I'm going to eat the chips.
All of Olivia's music makes me feel two things. One, wow, I wish this existed when I was in high school. Two, wow, I am very not that age anymore.
Olivia is our biggest rock star right now, and you know what? I'm cool with that.
The guitar solo was the one great idea. Everything else was a bad idea indeed.
The guitar solo is like the one thing that sucks about this song. That
Honestly,
might be
yeah.
So this must be how Sean felt when he listened to Girlfriend by Adam Levine.
The silence in, I know I should stop, but I can't, is an easy contender for the best 2 seconds of pop music this year.
Bad idea, right? More like good idea, right?
Why do I feel like I'm too old for this when I'm only 1 year older than Olivia Rodrigo?
This is the kind of bratty female rock that calls back to early Avril Lavigne at her best. Fucking awesome.
I get the feeling Olivia is a huge Weezer fan.
Too low.
Oh,
too low.
Too high.
Too low.
Too
Too
high.
low.
Too high.
Too low! You don't want to get in a
Too
shouting
high.
match. Sean, you don't want to get in a shouting match with me. I am
You
editing
don't want
this.
to fucking get it. Yeah, I know you don't fucking want. Oh, yeah, I'll give you fucking ammo. Too fucking low. God.
It's great, and better late than never to finally get this masterpiece of pop music on the charts.
If you had told me in 2014 or 15 that Taylor Swift would grow on me so much that she'd be one of the saving graces of what's been an extremely unremarkable year for music, I'd have called you crazy. But yeah, between the Midnight's era and one of her best songs finally getting the success she deserves, this music sure has made some quality woman. This woman sure has made some quality music.
That bridge might be one of my favorite moments from any hit in 2023.
Is anyone else just completely burnt out by Taylor Swift? Anyone?
Pure pop perfection.
Fine enough.
The Swifties overrated this one a little bit, but it's still very good. The bridge is excellent scream in the car material.
Okay, guys, hear me out. We can still make Cruel Summer a smash hit single. I know it's a lost cause at this point, but I have a plan. Now, it seems as though Drake, or Fake, has been dubbed the #1 artist according to Billboard. Scooter Fraud is pursuing litigious methods of victory, but there's no way he'll flip over one of his main pop girlies. He can't win. You know who can win? Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer has the best gay outreach. Out of all those ages, and especially the features across the 50 states and DC will stream Cruel Summer. It doesn't make sense that in a patriarchal society, such a large number of rational and free-thinking individuals will have no say in their biggest song ever. Drake, being the bitch-ass he is, will succumb to his fatherhood and finally retire his music career to take care of his family, as literally fucking everyone in the world ever has been begging him to. Nicki Sledgehog is still carrying her streams to Spotify and Apple Music as we speak. But will the 266 million gay be enough to surpass Drake's popular advantage? No. That's where Crazy Frog comes in.
Paper Tiger's outsold, but we take these when we can.
It's good, but I can't shake the feeling there's supposed to be a more full atmosphere to this production that just isn't there.
Back to December revival, either this Christmas or next Christmas, I reckon.
Me listening to this song, it's boring as fuck.
I have no idea what she's saying. The lyrics make no sense. Those are the only 2 negative reviews that we got.
I don't care if it would have been clobbered by Old Town Road. This not being the lead single for Lover is a crime.
Oh, hey, it's the original Deja Vu.
Subreddit r/pophead circle jerk has a banner making fun of Taylor Swift fans circa 2019 coping when this song was bafflingly not chosen as a single. I love the fact that old-ass songs will just randomly become stable hits.
This is what happens when you combine our current obsession with reviving old songs with the power of the Swifties. Blank Space recharted for a couple weeks, so prepare yourselves for more. This is just the start. Not gonna complain when she has so many bops over the years that are worthy of being hits. Can we do New Romantics next?
Y'all realize that in 2023, Taylor Swift has 7 albums with at least 1 song charting on the Global 200 each. Hope you like this quick fun fact, because I have literally nothing to say about this song.
Summers are probably pretty cruel in Kansas City, Taylor.
I love how we all just collectively decided to stream this in support of the Eras tour. Wasn't really any promotion or anything. Taylor's fans just decided one day that Cruel Summer was going to be a hit, and poof, now it's one of the biggest songs of the year. One of Taylor's best songs and an absolutely perfect representation of the best way to make a pop song. 4 years of blood sacrifice have finally paid off. Not my blood, of course. It's old Taylor's blood. She's dead, it's fine.
I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know.
Well, I guess we're wrong.
Yeah. Fuck! Critical hit to the heart! Bleeding out!
Absolutely beautiful.
Billy.
Perfection.
Hashtag Billy Sweet.
Barnby.
Forgot how much I fucking love Billie Eilish. She's still got it. She hasn't lost any of what made her one of my favorite artists of all time back in 2019.
This is why I was crying during the Barbie credits.
All of the Barbie movie songs have been various levels of AI-generated feels to them, but a Billie song is still a Billie song, so at least it's pretty good.
This song might become Beautiful by Christina levels of overused inspirational sad song, so I'm gonna enjoy it while I can.
This is exactly what I would have imagined if someone told me 3 years ago Billie Eilish would make a tie-in song for a Barbie movie.
Excited to see this get 500 Grammy nominations.
Works really well if you've seen the movie. Otherwise, it's another quiet Billie Eilish song, and I would much rather listen to singing with, like, a beat or instruments.
Not gonna lie, the first time I heard this on the radio, my exact thoughts were, ugh, who is this poor man's Billie Eilish? That's exactly what I thought about 21 Pilots the first time I heard Chlorine on the radio.
The song has become more personal to me than I really should let it be. It was one of the last I listened to when I left my job this year. It perfectly encapsulates the confusion, existentialism, stress, and dread I felt when I was unsure of where to go next. A dead-end job I worked 6 years in, and they kicked me out, forcing me to turn around and wonder, well, what now?
Leave it to Billie Eilish to sell the twisted tragedy and the deep existential crisis inside the head of a Barbie world.
Writing this was a struggle because talking about Billie Eilish songs like this this almost seems pointless. It honestly feels like a disservice to them. Words alone can't convey how great this song is, how great all the key lines are delivered, how well the production conveys the atmosphere of solemn emptiness, how the feelings it gives me linger well past every listen.
Well, Billy, you see, when a Barbie and a Ken love each other very much...
Jesus Christ, this kills in the context of the film.
God damn it, Billy. You really know how to get under my skin in the best of ways, don't you?
Barbie eyelash.
Rod girl and whiskey's gonna ease my mind. Beach towel dress on the drying line.
I remember everything. Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves. No surprise here. Absolutely dominating this. Just like completely cleaning the clocks of everything. You know,
Jesus.
It's got
Jesus Christ,
almost
guys. I mean,
entire.
It's good, but Jesus Christ.
No, I think they're correct. I think they were correct on this one. Like, Casey Musgraves has a fucking #1 hit. How did that happen? Casey deserves this. After how long Nashville shut her out, seeing her overtop every single Nashville main name just for this brief second is just justice in the sweetest form possible. Bless you, Zach, for making this happen.
Man, this shit's beautiful.
Whoever bet on Zach Bryan and Casey Musgraves will get a #1 hit before Luke Combs. I hope they're proud of themselves.
I feel like I have quite a bit more respect for Zach's music than I actually like it, and this song is no exception. Great songwriting with dozy performance. I think Charles Wesley Godwin does this sound better.
A song with a 7/4 time signature. You don't see a lot of those these days.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Casey. You know, no.
Not into country, but I am so glad something that isn't Last Night or the two songs that got co-opted by the far right to win the culture war has a country song I don't have to talk about everything else around it instead of the actual song itself.
Excellent song. They seem to have amazing chemistry together.
Ironically, very forgettable.
I know, I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this one. For me, this is just a super stripped-down country ballad about being an alcoholic in a toxic relationship. The only reason I didn't rank this worse is because despite being the most stereotypical country song imaginable, it's also a gigantic fuck you to Nashville, and ironically is the most anti-country song right now. So good on you, Zach and Casey. And those were the only 2 negative reviews for this song that anyone left at all.
Actually, I just found a third one.
Oh, fuck.
I love Self-Titled, and I love Zach Bryan, but this is the most white noise sounding hit in a while. It's a shame that it's the most popular song on the record, but it being so mundane is probably why. Well written, though. Almost a 3 off performances alone.
Still, though, that's 3 negative reviews and, like, 25 positive. It's a good ratio.
Well, it took its sweet time, but 2023 finally got a genuine masterpiece. The song is perfect.
Casey Musgraves has a #1 hit. Suck it, Nashville.
Zach Bryan successfully transports me to his world with his music. From being a depressed, whiskey-drinking British Southerner to a depressed, whiskey-drinking American Southerner.
I'm not an alcoholic, but when I realized exactly what the title meant, it hit me like a truck. But in a good way this time.
I don't even have anything funny to say. This debuting at #1 is objectively the best thing that happened to the charts in 2023, and any argument to the contrary is overruled. Insert incredibly loud hammer thwack sound.
Alright, so there are now 0 negative reviews of this song.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
Thank you, Crow. I'm very happy we got ourselves an outstanding 2023 country #1 to balance out the other one we don't speak of.
After a summer where discourse around country music and the Hot 100 was at its most unbearable, it is impossible to state just how much this going to #1 was truly needed. Massive shout out to Zach Bryan for giving one of the most disrespected voices in country music such a major platform. This is the best hit of the year, and I don't think it's close.
Labrador hanging out the passenger door.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to take part in the next fan ranking, you can do so for a pledge of just $2 per video on my Patreon. Check the link in the description for more information. Thank you so much, and until next time, take care of yourselves.
You know what kind of drives me insane about Taylor Swift's... her most acclaimed songs of each wave. Everyone fucking loved Exile. So they used Exile in the last episode of the Netflix show You, Season 3, right after Joe killed his also a serial killer wife. It's like, I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. As he's cutting off his own toes to bake into a pie to frame his wife, and then disappear into the night. And then they fucking used Anti-Hero at the end of Season 4, which I don't know if you have seen You or care about You spoilers. But it turns out, the woman that he's in love with this time is a billionaire now because he killed her father, who was a billionaire, and she got all the money because her father was irrationally attached to her because she was sort of a monster psychopath also and is trying not to be, just like Joe. Haha. So, in the end, he's in, like, this huge tower, and Anti-Hero's playing, and he's being interviewed by this news to, like, oh, Joe Goldberg is back, and he's rich now, and he has access to publicists who are just gonna make all the murders get swept under the rug, and fucking Anti-Hero's playing. But just both those instances so crazy on the nose that they kind of make the songs worse for me.
This is why I just don't engage with any media.
Understandable. A valid choice.
Any media I engage with has a little bit less a chance of making pop music enjoyable for me to talk about in my YouTube videos, so I just don't.
Valid. I've been recording. All that stuff that I was rambling about you was gold.
I'm happy that that is on the public record now.
Yeah, probably not going to use it in the video, but whatever.
I should hope not. You know what? Put this in the post-credit sequence just to put the whole uncut rant in the post-credit sequence.
Completely uninterrupted.
Completely,
and
just to see
entirely
how
out of context.
fucking reacted.
Perfect.